Hi Capricorn, welcome to How Love Tarot. This is a general reading. Spirit, may I please have the present position for Capricorn. Thank you. May I please have the strength. Capricorn, for those of you that don't know me, I'm a psychic and a medium, and I get my information from the spirit world. May I please have the challenge. May I please have the what's good in the outcome, Spirit? What does Capricorn need to know? What will motivate them, inspire them, give them the answers that they need to help them to guide and direct them? Spirit, may I please have what's good in the outcome? Thank you. Okay. Spirit, may I please have the tarot to clarify the angel wisdom cards. Capricorn, if the present position doesn't make sense to you, I'm looking at 4 different areas of your life. So the present position is meant to validate that this is your reading. Now, the present position has to do with what's going on in your life right now. So if you don't identify with it, put it in a playlist, come back in about 2 to 3 weeks. Time is fluid. Sometimes things need to play themselves out before you recognize the reading. So if you don't recognize the present position that I'm going to go into in a minute, then please just put this in a playlist. Don't look at the rest of the reading. Come back in 2 or 3 weeks. If at that point the present position still doesn't make sense to you, then this is just not your reading, okay? Feel free to look at a past reading, last month's reading, come back to a future reading, and understand that the energies shift and change. So where I may not be reading you this time, often, even when I look at other tarot readers for myself, I will be with them for a period of time. The energy changes up, either the way they're reading or in my life, and now another reader is reading my story. So understand that that happens to everybody, and it's not a big deal, but feel free to always come back. Spirit, may I please have the present position for Capricorn? Wow, thank you. So I'm looking at 4 different areas of your life: the present position, the strength, the challenge, and the outcome. Spirit, may I please have the strength? May I please have the challenge? May I please have what's good in the outcome? Okay, Capricorn, let's take a look at what's going on in your situation. So this is to verify that this is your reading. We have the High Priestess, clarified by the 7 of Cups in reverse, clarified by the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. Spirit, bring it forward. What's going on for Capricorn here? Well, in the High Priestess, we have meditate and turn inward to discover your soul's true desire. This is not the time for action. Develop your intuitive gifts. Trust the wisdom you receive. In the 7 of Cups in the reverse, that really both of these cards really validate, both the 7 of Cups being in the reverse and the 4 of Pentacles being in the reverse. It is very strongly suggested that whatever you're thinking about, you do not take action on. So it feels as if you need to stand still for a moment, okay? It feels like there may be, it feels like you're trying to give birth to new ideas, Capricorn, and you're trying to find what it feels like is you're trying to walk a spiritual path here by understanding a physical action that you've got to take, right? So that can be in a relationship, in a job, in a career, to do with finances. I do have both. What's interesting about your energy in the present position, I do see relationships here and I do see money. So what it shows is that things are stalling over this period of time for this, just I feel like a very short time period, to be honest, Capricorn, because I feel like there are other things that you need to take care of. Now, health, Spirit just said to me, health and wealth. So health is coming out very, very strongly. There's a need to take care of the physical aspect of what's going on with you. And there is a need to regain confidence in that area. So whatever that means to you. Now, Spirit just said to me, for some of you, it's on a spectrum in the physical arena, because what I see here is for some of you, we're dealing with some major health issues that are like, I would consider things like going to a cardiologist or going to an oncologist, right? Those are major medical scenarios that you need guidance on and you need to recover from. But then there's other things that Spirit is showing me that for some of you, it has to do with just dropping weight, right? So I see Spirit says 20 to 30 pounds of dropping weight here. So there's a focus on the physical aspect of who you are. And a time period to kind of rest and understand that you've got to take care of the physical vehicle. You've got to take care of your stress levels. So the next chapter is much more easier for you. Spirit is also showing me here in the present position that we have an alignment that's taking place with your personal values. So you're feeling, or you have been feeling, overwhelmed by choices, and there's a little bit of a lack of purpose here. There is kind of fantasizing about the end goal and how you really want it to look, but there is something that is getting put in the way of you propelling forward right now. Now, whenever that happens, Capricorn, you do really want to just take care of what's right in front of you rather than trying to project out into the future and manifest in that way. This is not an energy of manifestation in the present position. And it's really important to understand that there is a time and a place for manifestation, and it doesn't mean you're not planting a seed for later growth, but what it does mean is that this instant gratification of manifestation is unreal, right? In a real world, that doesn't take place. Time is fluid. Time is not in a three-dimensional physical world. It is much more complex than that. So things need to align for you for manifestation. So right now I see that is kind of halted as you deal with other things. So that is your strength. Sorry, that I'm going into your strength in a minute, but that is your present position. So Capricorn, if that doesn't make sense to you, put this video in a playlist, come back in about 2 to 3 weeks, look at it then. And if you feel that this is just not your reading, no need to go on. Now, for those of you that can identify with the present position, let's take a look at what your challenge is as we move forward. So what we have here, so for those of you that don't know me, don't know these readings, in the challenge position, in every single day we have strengths and weaknesses that meet us, and they happen on a spectrum from like 0 to 10, 10 being the worst, 0 being the best. So, or in the strength situation, 10 being the best, 0 being the least intense. So in the challenge, when I'm looking at the challenge, it's nothing you can do about it, right? We have challenges every day, whether that be getting stuck in traffic, going to work, or a major challenge like I was saying before, like a health issue that you discover, right? And so it's on a spectrum, and you don't have to worry about it, because along with every challenge comes the strength, right? So I'm going to go first into the challenge. Here we have the challenge is succeeding at what you're putting efforts to right now. It feels like feeling joy is difficult for you right now, Capricorn. It feels like there is like a spiritual shift going on here, but there's a need for freedom, and you're getting stuck a little bit. Now, there's some self-esteem issues here going on too, because you're not believing in yourself the way that you should be believing in yourself. So there is a little bit of your self-esteem for some reason has taken a knock, or somebody has criticized you or said something to you, or you're in a stressful situation that's making you feel quite overwhelmed. Here in that situation, relationships come up again, right? We have the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. So what we have is the challenge is family dynamic, or relationship dynamic, and being harmonious and blissful. For somebody around you is having trouble, you guys are having trouble, and it feels as if there is a finger being pointed at you. It feels like you're withdrawing, Capricorn. That's what it feels like. Spirit is making me feel like that part of you that's very headstrong and sometimes inflexible, that part of you is withdrawing as you try and figure things out. Okay, so but there is a lot of love and support around you in regards to the people that love and care about you. So in one aspect, there is a challenge in relationships, but in another aspect, you have love and support that's very true and time tested. That's what Spirit shows me here in the challenge. Now, we got some interesting energy here, because what we have in the strength, so the strength is, again, you don't have to do it. You don't have to do anything special. The strength is naturally what's going to come forward in your spirit. So what we have is a Page of Cups here in the strength, and we have the Moon card. So playing how you feel close to your chest is very, very important, and in this time period. It does feel like you are very emotional, Capricorn. I do feel like your mood is going up and down. It does, again, this relationship theme is coming up, but it does feel like you're having new emotional experiences. And it does feel like in romance, there could be, for those of you that are single, that are looking, not for those of you that are not looking, but for those of you that are looking and thinking about somebody here or wanting someone new to come in. It does feel like in the Page of Cups, somebody is able to come in here. It does feel like also for those of you in a relationship, you're able to eventually talk about how you're feeling in a situation, right? So it looks like there's social invitations here. There is an opportunity to open some doors and to have some freedom that you need. I feel like you may go away, Capricorn. You may take a trip or something. Where you get kind of pampered, taken care of. You have a change of environment that's different. I even want to say change of weather. That's coming up quite strongly. So you're able to really kind of step away from things that are, in your strength, Capricorn. What I show here is you're a little bit like a fish out of water in your current situation. And as a result, and that's what's kind of throwing you off in regards to your mood. There's something that's kind of throwing you off here. However, your intuition is very, very strong right now. And your premonitions are very, very strong right now. So you want to develop that, get validation, right? It's very important that when you have intuition, Capricorn, and you're utilizing it, that you get validation. You just don't think a thought and say, well, that is what it is, and you don't get proof of that, right? The whole thing about intuition, for any sign, for those of you that are experiencing it and do get that wisdom within you that feels intuitive, very, very important that you then get validation, right? So I feel that that's what's happening in the strength, that something happens, you intuitively pick it up, you know it, you feel it, you can see it, it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, so therefore it must be a duck. And then suddenly you get validation. That's what's happening in the strength, right? So something that you're picking up quite strongly, and a few things quite important that are around you to do, again, with relationships, are helping you to make a decision about something because you're getting validation, and this will lead to an ultimate outcome. So this is where we're seeing that you're going off on your own in a situation in the Nine of Pentacles. And this is the outcome, right? So we have the Nine of Pentacles validated by the Knight of Cups. So it does feel like you're going to walk away from a situation so you can gain further independence. It does feel like this, whatever situation you're going through, has given you food for thought. It does feel like you want to enjoy the fruits of your labor, and you're going to do that in the outcome. It does feel like, for me, to be honest, Capricorn, because this is a December reading, and many times when I do December readings, I can go straight into the next year. Spirit will show me the following year. And so what it does feel like for you for 2024, Capricorn, is that there is a need to follow your passion. There's a need to be creative, and there's a need for understanding and for reciprocation of your energy. Whatever energy you put out, you want to get it back, both financially and investment. I see investment for you, right? So whatever you're putting your energy in, it can't be fruitless. It can't be, I'm putting in this energy into something and I'm not getting anything back. I've got to get above and beyond what I'm putting in. So I do see that for 2024. I do see that you're going to, for some of you that are interested, for those, okay, so here's a timeout for those of you that are single, not those of you that are married or not interested in a relationship. For those of you that are single, interested in a relationship, I do see, interestingly enough, you giving your cup of love out to someone. So your heart is open and your eyes are open, and you are gallantly moving forward in a situation. And I do feel like for those of you that are interested and wanting to connect on a love level, I do feel like that happening for you. Now, for the rest of you, in regards to why the Knight of Cups is here, Spirit, bring it forward for those folks not interested in love, or they're in a stable situation, whatever that is. Spirit, bring it forward. Why is the Knight of Cups here? So balance, right? What we have here is balance, fairness, and you giving to a situation that's plentiful. Spirit makes me feel plentiful for 2024. Spirit makes me feel you're going to shut down 2023 kind of like as lessons learned. Like, you know, hey, I went into 2023 not really focused enough. And so you're going to go into 2024 extremely focused, Capricorn, knowing that what you don't want at the end of 2024 is what happened at the end of 2023. It's kind of like being very, very intentional about, I want not just the money, I want not just the title, I want not just the relationship, but it needs to feed my soul. So if it doesn't feed my soul, it's not a means to an end anymore, because that's what I did in 2023, and I'm not doing it again in 2024. That is very, very purposeful intention. So remember how I told you in the beginning, that makes sense now, why the manifestation energy has halted for you. Because in the outcome, what happens in 2024 is, now I don't have, what I feel that I'm getting in the outcome is a shift in the way that you're thinking about 2024 and what you want to reap and the benefits that you want to account for at the end of 2024. So what's so interesting is I feel like as you look back at this year, Capricorn, you're looking back saying, where did 2023 go? Why did it fall out this way? The way that I feel right now is not the way I want to feel, and therefore I need to do something different for 2024. So I do feel, because you set your intention so powerfully, right? The power of intention. Dr. Wayne Dyer talks about that prolifically in his writings and his work. And if you have not read The Power of Intention by Dr. Wayne Dyer, D-Y-E-R, please read it. He's a psychologist turned spiritual teacher that talks a lot about the power of intention. And I feel like that is your focus for 2024, okay, Capricorn? So that is your reading. For those of you that feel like you need a deeper reading, feel free to contact me at howlovetarot@gmail.com. If you're interested in life coaching, please connect with me also at howlovetarot@gmail.com. Please be aware that there is now a wait list. And I will respond to all emails. However, there is a wait list for both life coaching and readings now. So please bear with me as I get through that list. Capricorn, I hope the reading helped, and I will speak to you soon. And Happy New Year for those of you that are celebrating. Take care.